Hi, welcome to the 12 o'clock channel. My name is Zing and watches are my obsession. I'm here to introduce a great watch to anyone who is interested. Orient is a brand that most watch enthusiasts are familiar with through their Bambino or Marco line. The Orient Star, however, is a bit of a hidden gem. Like what Grand Seiko is to Seiko, the Orient Star line was introduced in 1951 to be the more refined cousins of the standard Orient brand. The watch we have here today is the Orient Star Classic, reference number RKAF 0003S. A watch much like the original Orient Star, with a simple and timeless design, fitting to its name. The Orient Star Classic is a well-proportioned watch, coming in at 38mm case diameter, 13.4mm thick, and very importantly, a lug-to-lug length of 45mm. I find that the lug-to-lug length really determines how well the watch wears, rather than the case diameter. The three-part case has a thin mid-case that transitions to slim lugs that gracefully curves down to hug the wrist. As a bonus, the lugs are also drilled for ease of swapping out straps. The curvature of the dome crystal is quite extreme, and is a fitting representation of the dome crystals of the 50s. The crystal is made from mineral glass, which may disappoint some, but one has to keep in mind of the price. If this was made from sapphire, the cost of the watch would surely increase. Flipping the watch around, and we have a mineral crystal display case back, showing off the caliber F6 and 44 movement. The movement is minimally decorated, with pelage work on parts of the plate and brushing on the rotor. The caliber F6 and 44 movement is a 22 joule, 21,600 beats per hour movement, with 40 hours of power reserve. It is Orient's workhorse movement, with a quoted accuracy of +25 and -15 seconds a day. The case of the watch is all polished, which is very well done, with even surface finishes. The edges and corners of the cases are rounded. Along with domed crystal and domed case back, it gives the watch a smooth, pebble-like feel. The highlight of this watch has to be the dial. The creamy dial color has subtle sunbursty texture, which will change its tone under different lighting conditions, ranging from silver to ivory. The dome dial harkens back to watches of the 1950s and suits the overall vintage feel nicely. The hands and markers are of gold tone, which bring even more warmth to the creamy dial. The hour and minute hands have a neat visual trick. Half of the hand has a matte finish and the other half is polished, giving an impression of faceted surfaces where it is in fact flat. The second hand is a simple stick hand with curved end that follows the contour of the dome dial and dome crystal. The hour markers are of polished, multifaceted design, which will catch and reflect light at any angle. The date window is a standard affair at 3 o'clock, cutting into the hour marker. Unlike many modern watches, the text on the dial is kept at a minimum, with Orient Star logo and text above 6 o'clock. It is refreshing to see as many modern watches have multiple lines of text on the dial. The trademark of the Orient Star line is the power reserve, located below 12 o'clock. It is a useful indication, especially for those who do not wear their watches full time. Due to well-proportioned size, thin mid-case, and overall sleekness of the design, the Orient Star Classic wears very well on an average wrist. I have a 18cm wrist circumference, and this watch wears beautifully. It also sits low on the wrist due to the curvature of the lugs, which makes it extremely comfortable. The watch comes on a dark brown leather strap with alligator pattern. The strap feels nice and soft, and is of above average quality. However, it does give the watch a dressier appearance, so I have switched it out with the Orient Star Classic OEM bracelet with a 3-link design. The bracelet has solar end links and a nicely milled clasp. The bracelets are brushed by the edges of the bracelet and also the sides of the center link. The bracelet is comfortable and feels high quality for the price range. The taper of the bracelet and the thinness also keep it very sleek. The Orient Star Classic is a refined and understated piece that veers towards dressier side of the spectrum. This particular model carries on the Orient Star heritage of providing a higher grade timepiece in the standard Orient line while still being at a reasonable price. Although it is not high-end horology by any means, it will surely please anyone who's looking for an everyday piece.